Yes. And again, this is like such a sweeping statement, but like for the vast majority of men, yeah, or most of the men I've worked with, it totally honestly have been a lot easier. That's partly because of the environment that we live in, and they tend to be able to diet on higher calories. Things like food portions and things are different. I speak a lot about smaller women and how much harder it is for them, because if you go to, let's say you go to Nando's, even like if you're being quite sensible, that's for a lot of small women who are dieting, that's over half of their calorie intake for the day, if not like sometimes up to like 80% of their calorie intake for the day. And if they want to go with their partner to dinner somewhere, and it's like, well, if you're going to eat a meal there and you want to stay within your deficit calories, like the rest of your day is going to be eating cucumber, like it's significantly harder. Whereas if you're a man, it's like, yeah, I could fit that in, and then I can have normal other meals throughout the day as well, and it's not so much a big deal. So it's easier on like a practical level. It's definitely easier on emotion level. Like I said, a lot of the women I work with are perimenopausal women, so not only do they have your usual kind of menstrual cycle fluctuations, which are easier to deal with when you're premenopausal and you have more consistent cycles, because I get really bad PMS and my mood plummets massively. I'm much hungrier, I have less energy, much more likely to make poorer decisions. But I kind of know that after 3 or 4 days of that, it's going to get better. Now, when you're perimenopausal, that can come and go very quickly with estrogen fluctuations that don't make, like, quote unquote, as much sense. They're not as timely, so it's much harder to deal with. So yeah, there's a huge element of that, and it's significantly harder with women because of the hormonal fluctuations, because of the impact on mood.